So now we'll do another example. This is the one now where we're going to use. This is the one now where we're going to use where we use the number lines. So from -10 to +10, none of them included. Be the universal set. And A run from -2 to 6. B run from -5 to 3. And C from -1 to 8. Find each of the following. Sets and display the solution on the number. One. So if you're not getting me, maybe you try to log out and log back. It could be network.
Question of
Okay. 1, find the complement. 2, find x minus a. And 3, find a intersection c. Complement. 4, find b minus a intersection c. Okay, so let's go up there and see. Solutions. So this is where we say they're going to use the number lines. So we want to get the first one, a complement. So we first put the universal. So now notice the difference. When the universal is not R, the universal is from -10 up to 10, and they are open on both sides. So we also show that that's what we have. So on the number line, the baseline is the universal, and then now you bring the sets on top. So we want to bring A. So A is running from -2 all the way up to 6. So this is A here. So because A is open, where is A? A is -2 to 6. Open here, open there. That's why we have opened. So how do we get the complement? So the complement is the hand. So there's a hand. The name is Samsung. Can they ask? Okay, the one who has put up the hand, kindly ask. Okay, click an error. Okay, so now for the complement, yes.
I would like to ask, is it optional to use the number line or the other method you just showed us?
So in this case, if you want to use the other method, it's okay, but then you just put the answer on the number line. Respond to the display on the number line. You could use the other method and then display the solution. So now, because they are open at -2 and 6, we'll close there as we look for the complement. But for the universal, we don't change anything. If it's open, it's open. And then we'll close here. And again, open like that. So now we are saying A complement is equal to -10. It's open in the universal up to -2, which we now close. Union, we close at 6 all the way up to 10. Like that. Okay. Then part two is x minus a. Remember what I said in the first class? We say that A complement is the same thing as universal minus A. So, because this guy is X intersection A complement. So I have two hands, Annabella, and the other one is Samson.
I wanted to ask on this A complement. So the way you've left it like this, can't it be simplified to -10, 10?
No, because we have left out, remember the solution is just this piece and this one. So if you say -10 to 10, you would have included this one that you have left out.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so now this solution here is exactly what we have up here. From -10 to -2, union 6 to 10. So universal minus n set is just that set complement.
Previously, you mentioned that we have to start with the universal set. So what happens when you're not given the universal set?
You will always be given the universal set. So there will always be a universal set. You don't have to worry about that one. And then 3, A intersection C. And then we should get the complement. So what we need to get A intersection C first. We need to get A intersection C first. So where is A? A is -2 to 6. And C is -1 to 8. Like that. So I want to get the intersection there, and then we'll go to the complement. So, well, we want to use the number line as agreed. So we'll have the universal down, 10, -10. And then -2 to 6. Open here, open there. That's A. And then -1 to 8. Closed, open. So closed when we have the box, open when we have that packet there. And then intersection means the common piece, the piece that is shared by both lines. So we have this piece here. What are the boundary numbers? The boundary numbers are -1 and 6. So 6 is not included down, so we won't include it. And -1 is included on both, so we include it. Now we want the complement of this. So we go to the same number line. Because it's open at 6, we close and we go to 10. Because it's closed at -1, we open for the complement and we go to -10. So that the A intersection C complement now becomes -10, open all the way up to -1, open, union, 6, closed, up to 10, open. Okay, there's a hand, please ask. Okay, so that's how you get the A intersection C complement, and then the number line of it is indicated here. And this is the number line of it in blue. So in black, it's A intersection C, and in blue, and then the other one is A intersection C complement in blue. So now we do the fourth one. B minus A B minus A, which is the same thing as B intersection A complement by definition. And so where is B? B is from -5 to 3. Intersection A complement, which is from -10 to -2, union 6 to 10. So how do we get the intersection here? So between -5 and -10, the space is too small here, so I can't use an outline. So between -5 and -10, we pick -5. Then between 3 and -2, we pick -2. And then the other ones, they won't intersect because this one is ending at 3, this one is starting at 6. So there's no intersection there. Okay. So now this is our B minus A, which you want to intersect with C. So now we'll have B minus A intersection C, which is -5, -2, intersection C, that's -1 to 8. So again, between -5 and -1, we get -1 because it's bigger than -5. Then between -2 and 8, we get -2 because it's smaller than 8. So if we use this method, you present the answer on the number line. So you do, this is 10, this is -10. The universal first, and then now you bring the numbers, -1 to -2. Oh, I didn't realize this. I didn't notice this. Numbers look normal. But hey, the interval is in reverse. -1 is smaller than, I mean, -1 is bigger than -2. So the reverse means that we don't have any intersection. This is that giant. So on the number line, the answer would be you just draw the inverse alone. So when it's empty, what do you draw on the number line? You just draw the universal set around. And then when it's a universal, you draw another one on top. So you double the universal. Okay, another example there was another example, what 5, which is A intersection B minus C. And then the 6th one is X minus C complement intersection A minus B. Tuelewe kwa? Tuelewe kwa your hand is up? Huh?
Yes, but I didn't get you on the drawing of the empty set on the number line.
So you just draw the number line. You just draw the universal set. You don't put anything
That's
on
all.
top. Yeah, that's all.
All right.
If it was universal, you would have drawn double lines, one down, one up. And then you said everything.
All right, I've got it now.
Okay.
So before you move on from the empty set, I don't quite
Yeah.
understand finding an empty set.
No, no.
Como se stop number aí?
Okay, so how do you arrive at the empty set? So we had, let me put them on the number line. We have -5 to -2. We have -5 to -2. Intersection -1 to 8. So if you put on the number line, this is -10, this is 10. So you have -5 to -2, closed, closed. Intersection -1 to 8. -1 to 8. The intersection is the interval that is being shared, where the two lines meet. But in this case, the two lines do not meet. They are leaving us with that space. This space here. So it means that the intersection between these two is empty. That's how the empty comes. Like that. Okay. Let's answer the other two. B minus C intersection A. Remember, A is from -2 to 6. B is from -5 to 3. And C is -1 to 8. So now we first get the part that is in the brackets. So we first get B minus C, which is B intersection C complement. If we take them on the number line, we'll have -10 and +10. And then B is from -5 to 3. This is B. And then C is -1 to 8. -1 to 8. It's closed here. So the complement will be open. And then it will be closed here. Okay, let me first show. So this is, so at coming at -1, it's closed. So we have this. Okay, so this is C. This is B. Now, there you go. So now we get for the complement of C, we close all the way up to 10. And then we open all the way up to -10. So now these red lines intersection the B line. So they're intersecting here. They're intersecting here.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Why haven't you put a dot where there's -2? Why is the -2 involved?
So the -2 is in A. Here we're just talking about B and C. And then we'll get to A after we extract the intersection of these two.
Sir,
Yes.
before you continue,
Mhm.
How do you know when to open and when to close? And if they're both the way you've done here, -5 to 3, they're both closed. How are you doing the thingy?
So when do I open and when do you close? If like in the case of B is from -5 to 3. They are closed, is it? So when drawing B, after the inversor, when drawing B at -5, I'll close. At 3, I'll close because the ends are closed. Like that.
Yes. Here, Kylie,
Uh-huh.
here we've been told that they are closed. But where, let's say, where maybe now you're trying to find the thingy, the answer, and then it's not where the set is not indicated, it's an answer. How do you know that it's closed? It's supposed to be closed or it's supposed to be open?
Okay. So now, if we are to answer, let's say here want to answer B complement, right? So where it's closed, where B is closed, the complement will be open, like that. So because B is closed, the complement opens. So it goes that side. It goes that side. So now, how do I write my answer? The answer now will be -10. Because it's open, I'll use this bracket. -5, because it's open, I'll use this bracket. So in your answer, you'll be looking at the circles that you have there. Are your circles closed or your circles are open? If your circles are closed, then you also be closing. If your circles are open, then you'll be opening as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now where it becomes a bit sensitive is when dealing with the complement, because the complement does the opposite of the other side. Where it's closed, the complement opens. Where it's open, the complement closes. So now in this case, we have found that B minus C is from -5 to -1. Now, in the red line up there, -1, it's open here. It's open. So we need to open. -5, it's closed here. And the other line is both there, meaning it's also closed in the other line. So we include it. The intersection, it must be in both. After that, we now take it to A. So we now deal with A intersection B minus C. That will be A runs from -2 to 6, open, intersection -5 to -1. On the number line, this looks like this. -10 to +10. So we have -2 to 6, open, open. Then we have -5, -5 to -1, closed, open. Where do they intersect? It's this piece in between them. The question, please ask.
I wanted to ask why, sorry, I missed it, why you didn't close the -1 under B minus C.
So it's because the upper line here, this line has opened. This line has opened it here. So because it's open there, when it's open, it means it's not in C complement. But then we want what is in C complement and what's in B. So because it's open in C complement, it will be open in the intersection of the two.
So what you're saying is if the line on top is open, then it should be open, even if the line beneath is closed.
Yes. If one of them is open, then you open in the intersection. So in this case, we want the common piece here, which is what? The common piece is from -2 to -1. So again, you check, -2 is open on the line down. So we open in the intersection. -1 is open on the line up. So we open in the intersection.
Or you could, looking at the point you've been explaining on the open and closed dots. In the this first example, why didn't you close the dot at -10? Because it's open down.
For the universal, you don't change it.
Oh, okay.
You only change for the subsets of the universal. So this becomes the solution now. The beauty about this is that it has left us with an exercise. And it's nice because you start with x minus c complement. So you remember what we said about x minus c. And then the complement. So you know what that set is. Then intersection, you get a minus b again. You intersect. Let's see who gets it correct. You solve and post the answer in the group. So you solve it nicely and get a pick, post in the group. The question again, you ask, we only have a minute remaining.
Can we send you the answers privately rather than posting in the group?
Oh yeah, you can still send private. I'll check. Or others will copy. Okay. Okay, so we end here. Good night. I'll be able to upload the videos in the group in case you want to watch this again.